Hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit, yeah. No, she got it lit. Hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit, yeah.
Handle me? Who gon' handle me? Thinking.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Queen Ping. You already know what it is. I'm back with another video. So we're gonna touch on a few things, you feel me? So let's touch on Olivia since everybody. So we're gonna talk about Olivia since everyone, is strong. It has really expressed their concerns, some in a negative way, some in a positive way, but we're gonna stay positive, because I have some things I want to say. So everyone, is basically, a lot of people are not really on Olivia's side. Someone, I think I've seen someone post that Olivia was lying, that she was pregnant the whole time. I'm not really sure because she was drinking wine, I guess, in her live or whatever it may be. I don't know. I miss a lot of Instagram lives. I really do. And it sucks. But anyways, but she was drinking wine or whatever, and people were saying, oh, so you're really not pregnant and all this other stuff. So I don't know. I never drunk or smoked when I was pregnant, so I don't know. But yeah, so they were saying that she was lying about that, lying about the abortion that she was going to have or supposed to be having or whatever. We understand all that. Look here. For some of us who are making these videos, positively speaking on these three women, but right now we're speaking about Olivia. I see a lot of videos, about Olivia, positively wise, just saying, put, the lies to the side and all that, and just look at what she really going through. And I totally agree. You feel me? We're not condoning Olivia's lies. We're not condoning nobody's lies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers, even the million, subscriber YouTubers, lie, BBD Nation, BCD Nation, or whatever it's called, the Prince family. A lot of these, big YouTubers lie, and put out a video with lies, these pranks or whatever, all these pranks are not real for, these big YouTubers or, whatever it may be. But we're not talking about that. So we're not condoning Olivia's lies. We're not condoning Olivia's lies. We're not saying that it's right for her to lie and all of this. We're just saying put the lies to the side, women. I don't really see a lot of men commenting, but put the lies to the side for a minute and just be like, focus on what she's actually going through as a woman, as a mother, as someone loving their, baby father or whatever, and not getting that reciprocated. You feel me? And a lot of us have been through it. Honestly, like we all say, most of the YouTubers say we have been through it. We are women, we're human. We go through shit. But then I also see a lot of comments on people's posts, saying, oh, I have daughters, like Olivia is not showing, that role model thing or whatever, role model ways, or she's showing young little black girls how, not giving a good example. But to me personally, let me ask y'all, how would you approach the situation if your daughter, because I see some daughters, I have looked at some, and some of y'all daughters are young right now, so they don't know. But how would you approach the situation if your daughter came up to you when she was in her 20s? Whatever, late 20s, early 20s, whatever the case may be. She ended up getting pregnant, now, she thinking that she gonna have that white picket fence fantasy of a family, but it doesn't happen. So now she's getting dogged by the baby daddy. You know, he's leading her on, thinking that they're going to be together when they really not. He's sleeping around, talking to other females, you know, but she is constantly thinking that it's going to happen. You know, we're going to be together. You know, she's doing crazy things. You know how people are. She's doing crazy things. Um, you know, she's crying. She's doing this. She's doing that. How would you approach that situation? You know, a similar situation that Liv is going through, or My Jazzy Life is going through, or Chrissy is going through. How would you approach it as a mother coming to your daughter? Would you approach, because I have a daughter, would you approach it like you're stupid for being in love with your baby daddy? You're a train wreck for being in love with your baby daddy. You need mental health counseling. You know, we need to take these kids away from you because you're fucking crazy. You're just dumb all around. You're just a fucking idiot for loving your baby daddy and doing these crazy, stupid things. Would you approach that? Would you approach it like that with your daughter? With your baby girl? Or would you be like, baby, you know what? Men come and go. You know, you're going to have ups and downs with these niggas. You feel me? You know, he may not want to be with you, but there is going to be other fish in the sea, baby girl. Mommy loved you, you know. There's going to be other fish in the sea. You're going to get through this. You know? Telling her all the positive things that she needs to hear. You know, that, you know, women that are going through this needs to hear. You know what I'm saying? But yet you bash women who are going through that, but yet let your daughter go through this similar situation. Would you approach it the same way you're approaching Olivia, My Jazzy Life, or Chrissy? Would you approach it with name calling, bashing them? Would you approach your daughter like that? No, you would not approach your daughter like that. You will approach your daughter in a positive light, in a way that she will be like, you know what, Mom? I'm going to trust you. I'm going to find somebody who's going to love me for me and my babies. I don't need him. I don't need him at all, period, Pooh. You know what I'm saying? Would you approach it like that? But just because that's your baby girl, just because that's your flesh and blood, you approach it in that way. And just because Olivia, you don't know Olivia from a can of paint, you're approaching her in a negative way, but yet your daughter is going through the same thing that she going through? Who you think your daughter is going to sympathize with? Because if you're bashing these three women like you bashing them and calling them out their name and stuff like that, she's not going to sympathize with you because you ain't never been through shit. You ain't never had your heart broken. You ain't never been through ups and downs with your baby daddy. You ain't never loved your baby daddy to the point where you are going insane and crazy and just wanting that white picket fence fantasy of a family. You ain't never been through that because you're bashing women who are going through it. So who you think she gonna sympathize with? Because people sympathize with people who have been through the same thing, went through the same thing, gone through the same thing as them. You ain't been through it. You ain't went through it. You ain't gone through it. So you say because you bashing these women, you ain't been through nothing. So I'm not about to sit here and sympathize with you, Mom, because you ain't never been through it. You don't know my heart. You don't know my hurt. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I'm going through right now because you ain't never been through it. So I'm about to sympathize with Olivia because she been through it. She going through it. You know what I'm saying? Not been through it, but she going through it. And she gonna come out of it. So I'm gonna sympathize with her more because she's going through it. You ain't never been through nothing. Because you just bashing these women, calling these women stupid. They need to get over this and all this other stuff. But yeah, I'm going through this, Mom. And I'm not about to sit here and sympathize with you because you ain't never been through shit. And that's facts. If you ain't never been through nothing, nobody's gonna understand that, you know, let's say you've been through, you know, a domestic violence situation. Nobody's gonna want to hear from somebody who ain't been through no domestic violence situation. Nobody's going to want to hear nothing from you because you don't know what it's like to be in a domestic violence situation. You didn't seen it. Yeah, you seen it, but you ain't never been through it. You know, for me personally, I can sit there and say I've been through it. So I can sympathize with somebody who's been or is in a domestic violence situation. You know, I know what to say. I know, you know, all of that. But for someone who's never been through that, I'm like sitting here like, how you gonna tell me and you ain't never been through it? You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that, just leave him. Just leave him. Just pack up and leave. You think it's really that easy to pack up an abusive relationship? I mean, to pack up and leave an abusive relationship, you think it's that easy? Because let me tell you, it's really not. Especially if you got one of those niggas who is really, really, really crazy with the niggas that kill behind women, the niggas that will kill you. That's gonna be really hard to get out of. But if you got a nigga who does put their hands on you, but they putting their hands on you because they just, think it's all that, but you can leave anytime you want to, and they, just don't care, then that's, that could be something else. But if you got a crazy, crazy, crazy ass nigga, it's not that easy. But it's really just not that easy, period. Because you scared. You just don't know what to do, especially if you ain't got no family around or no one who loves you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Because you all know how the domestic violence situation works. They alienate you from family and friends and just make it seem like it just needs to be you and him. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, people sympathize with people who has been through something, that is going through something, that went through it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, how would you approach the situation if your daughter came to you with similar situations, when she's going through similar situations that Olivia is going through, that Jazzy Life is going through, that Chrissy is going through? How would you approach that? Would you approach it like you're approaching these three women, or would you come at it in a different way? Because if you would come at it a different way, then you can understand that, okay, my daughter is going through the same thing, She may not be lying about some things, Let's put the lies to the side, you know what I'm saying? But let's just focus on what she is going through right now with her baby daddy. Wanting that white picket fence fantasy of a life that we all want at 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, we want to be married. We want to have kids. We want to live with our husbands and live with our families until we die. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't always work out like that. It doesn't. So, and then we have situations where we are in Olivia's situation. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, that's what I thought I was going to have. That's what I wanted. What happened? Why it didn't turn out like that? You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people are really closed-minded. And I understand a lot of people have their own opinions about Olivia and these three women. They have their own opinions. And I understand that. And I understand that, oh, she lied about that. She lied about this. You know what I'm saying? But that's all y'all is looking at right now. Y'all is just looking at the lies that she is putting out there. Yes, it is bad to lie and say that you are pregnant when you are really not pregnant. Why lie about that? You know what I'm saying? There's no need to lie about that. The whole abortion situation. Yes, I understand people saying that she should not have brought that to the camera. I think she shouldn't have brought it to the camera neither, because, y'all throwing abortion out there like y'all throwing water around. Like, it's not cool. That is a serious situation, a sensitive situation, So, if we could just bypass the lies, you know what I'm saying, just for a second, for a smidget of a second, and just look at what she's actually going through. She's hurting. She wanted her baby daddy. She wanted all of that. And yes, she has bashed Gerard over and over and over and over again. She has bashed his family over and over and over again. But it's a tit for tat for the both of them, for Niecy's world and for Liv's life. They is going back and forth at it. Y'all saying that these women, that Olivia need to grow up. But I love you, Miss Niecy. But sometimes, like, you stoop down to her level too. You really do, Miss Niecy. You stoop down to her level too. You know what I'm saying? And, it's not right. It's not right, because I feel like y'all is family at the end of the day. That's your nieces and your nephews and all of that. But it's just really crazy to me. It really is. It's really sad, because like a lot of people say, we don't know these people. We just know them from YouTube. But we all put two and two together. We all smart. We're not dumb. We put two and two together, which makes it, kind of okay. But then we still don't know what goes on behind cameras. You know what I'm saying? Unless they come on here and tell us what's been going on. Um, the only time we get really the realness is when they go live, because then we can actually see everything. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I actually do love Niecy's world. I love her. I love her realness. I love her. She's a great person. She's a caring person. I understand. I like Olivia as well. She does have her ways with her. I like I said, I'm not condoning her lies. Lies are just, so overrated. Why lie to get views? People like you. People are, well, your supporters like you. People are gonna watch whatever you put up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I mean, like I said, I'm not condoning the lies or anything like that. I'm just saying, just for a snippet of a second, just look at what she's really going through with her baby daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? We could only sit here and say that, we all go through it so many times, but yet there's a lot of people out here that act like they ain't never been through nothing. Like, no type of hurt, no type of pain. And I'm not even just talking about baby daddy pain. I'm talking about any kind of pain, any kind of hurt. You just act like you ain't never been through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, your life is just so perfect. Like, goddamn, can I have your life? Please, because, I mean, I just, I need to feel like I got the perfect life too. But then, yet, they don't say none of that, though. They don't, and it's crazy. But at the same time, I'm just like, we're not condoning Olivia's lies. We're just saying, just look past the lies for a minute, for a second, and just see that she's hurting. People have their ups and downs. One minute we happy, one minute, we throwing plates against the damn wall. That's how women are. Honestly, that's how every woman is. I mean, we are emotional freaking creatures. Why do you think some of our boyfriends, our husbands, or whatever can't stand to be around us sometimes? Because we flip flop with our emotions. Like, we are some flip flopping ass females when it comes to our emotions. And let me be the first to tell you, baby, one minute I'm happy, one minute I'm sad, one minute I'm evil as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I have had a lot of people ask me, girl, why is you know what I'm saying? But we are just emotional creatures at the end of the day. Women are emotional creatures. Men can be the same way. That's why when we be like, damn, you need to stop acting like a bitch. Yeah, because you're acting like bitches. That's why. We don't want another, well, some of us don't want, another female. We could have, we don't want that. But yeah. So I mean, we are some emotional creatures. Especially when especially we have mental health issues. That don't make it no better. You know what I'm saying? Because we already emotional, we already flip flop with our emotions, but put some depression on it. Put some anxiety on top of it. Put some anger on top of it, baby. It's World War III up in this bitch. You feel me? So yeah, I mean, y'all, I mean, you could sit here and try to preach positivity all damn day. A lot of people just have their own feelings and, thoughts and opinions about these three women. And I understand you can have your own feelings, your own thoughts, your own opinions. I understand. You can say whatever you want. Y'all grown ass people on here at the end of the day. You can say whatever you want to say. We say what we want to say, positively wise, negatively wise. We say it too, you know what I'm saying? But we're just, us that are saying it in a positive way have been through shit. That's how I feel. Me personally, that's my opinion. People who are trying to be positive about this whole situation with these three women, we've been through shit. We've been through shit. We've been through shit. We have. We don't have a perfect life. We've been through the ringer. We've been through ups and downs. We've been through it. So we can actually be like, you know what, girl, you're going to get through it. F that nigga if you gotta F that nigga, you know, fake him if you got, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get through it. You gonna find somebody, girl. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of fish in the sea. And we say that because we've been through it. We know. We might be the same age, you know, but even if we're the same age, I might have went through more shit than you have went through growing up. You might have went through more shit than I have went through growing up. Me and my boyfriend is the same age, but I'm telling you, I was sheltered. He was not sheltered. You know what I'm saying? He was out there, you know, he was doing all kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying? Um, so we're the same age, but we had two different lifestyles growing up. You know what I'm saying? But I also, you know, experienced some shit in my life where I can be like, you know what, Olivia, you gonna get through that, girl. You gonna get through it. Even though I have, you know, you gonna get through it. It's gonna be okay. You know, before I met my love of my life that I'm with now, I didn't have some issues with some dudes. Thank God I ain't never had no babies by these niggas. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. Whew. You know, I had the baby by the right one. My baby's by the right dude, you know, who's there, who's a provider, who's a man, who loves his family, you know, to the moon and back. Thank God for my man. Thank you, Lord, because you did that. You blessed me. You got me out of a lot of situations that I just thought that, baby, I just thought that I was just going to lose my mind. Like, you brought me out of a lot of shit. And I just want to say thank you. That's what I want to do. I want to say thank you, God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, because you brought me through a lot. You brought me to this man that loves his family, that loves his kids, that is a great provider, gets up every day at 5 in the morning and goes to work until, you know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl, you going to find somebody. You is. You know, it may not be tomorrow. It might not be a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a year from now. You know what I'm saying? You might find somebody when your kids, you know, grown, living their own life, doing their own thing. You know, and it happens. You know, it does happen. We do find the love of our life when our kids are grown sometimes, and it's okay. You know, it really is okay. You know, get their opinion too. You know, yeah, mommy, that's what's up. You know, you living your life now. You done found somebody. We grown. We doing our thing now. You know, it happens like that sometimes. You know, but you know, you'll get there, girl. But you know, like I said, we're not condoning the lies, but you don't need to lie. You really don't need to lie to get views, you know, or whatever the case may be, because there's a lot of YouTubers out here that don't lie to get views. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. Darian and Kim, look at them. You know, they just got engaged. You know, they've been YouTubers for a while now. There's a lot of YouTubers on here that have millions of subscribers that probably have not put one, you know, clickbait video up or one video, you know, lying about something. But people are going to watch them because they like them. They like their personality. They like who they is as a person. So people are going to watch them. So they don't need to, you know, put clickbait videos up or lie about something, you know. They just keep it real. And I see a lot of YouTubers like that, you know, and people just flock to them because they just love who they are as a person. But I'm just saying, you don't need to lie to get views. You don't need to, you know, lie, because that's just going to make you just look, you know, in these people's eyes as a liar, and just, you know, they're gonna not focus on what you actually going through. And I see that's what a lot of it is, because of the lies, that they're not focusing on what you actually are going through. They're focused on, why did you lie about saying you're pregnant? Why did you lie that you're saying that Gerard and you are together now? You know, you don't need to lie. You know, I know you probably trying to, you know, make your ruffle your haters feathers, but you don't need to lie, baby girl. You don't need to lie. You don't need to do all that. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to come on here and say, y'all. You know, happy Saturday again. So yeah, you know, just keep it 100. Keep it G with it. You feel me? But anyways, I just want y'all to have a blessed and happy Saturday. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.